Hi guys, welcome to the Sonic Oasis. My name is Mfundo, and in this video we're doing a NAMM Show 2026 wrap up. And in this video I'm specifically focusing on keyboards, digital pianos, organs, synthesizers, and virtual instruments. So this is just a compilation of all the releases and all the announcers concerning NAMM 2026 keyboards. Okay, so starting off with Node. So Node released the Electro 7 weeks before the NAMM show, and it was met with a lot of criticism, and a lot of the Node faithfuls were not happy with the fact that in 2026 the Electro still does not have a pitch and mod wheel. Well, a few days just before the NAMM show commenced, they announced that they've heard the overwhelming feedback and they have decided to ship the Electro 7 with a pitch and mod wheel. So for those who don't know, the Electro 7 is the smaller brother to the Node stage, and it's designed for gigging musicians who are looking for a lightweight solution. So some of the key improvements from its predecessor is it now has a synth engine instead of just sample playback, and it has physical drawbars across all models, and it has the same organ engine that you found in the Node Organ 3. It now features dedicated sound effects per section, and also the memory has been increased to 1 GB for the piano section and 512 MB for the synth sample section. It's set to be priced around $3,300 US, and it will be shipping in Q2 of 2026. Hammond XK7 was also introduced during the NAMM show, and they claim that this is the one to accurately reproduce the famous B3 sound, and comes with the new engine. It's called the VEM engine. It stands for Virtual Electro Engine. It features a 61 key 6 contact waterfall keyboard. It comes with two models. The first one is the XK7, which is a single manual, and it weighs about 18 kgs or 40 pounds. And the second one is the XK7D, and this is a double manual instrument, and it weighs 31 kgs or 68 pounds. If you want one, it's available to purchase right now, and the cheapest model starts at approximately $5,000 US. Now, this is a company that I am slowly falling in love with, simply because of the way they are doing things, or the way that they're choosing to do things. So they recently released the Legend 70 Mark II stage piano, which is the flagship stage keyboard set to take on the likes of Node Stage. And alongside this, they also released an FM module for the Legend 70 stage piano. So what's cool about Viscount system is that the modules allow you to customize your keyboard by adding and removing modules that you don't need. So the advantage of this is that individual models can be upgraded in the future, allowing you to upgrade specific models that you care about without completely replacing your entire keyboard, which is a really cool system in my opinion. And the availability is still unknown, and the price is still to be announced. Viscount also released the Legend LM, so this is a lower manual expansion which turns your Legend 1 keyboard into a dual manual organ. It's not an instrument on its own, but simply an accessory that enhances the main unit. So this is currently shipping, and you can expect to pay approximately $850 US. Also, I have to give a shout out to Viscount and the show that they put on at the NAMM show. Their lineup was completely insane. The artists they had, the performances that were going on from the videos that I saw were really awesome, and it really shows that they are taking this very seriously right now. And it kind of reminds me of the same attitude that Node took about 15 years ago, which ultimately led them to somewhat of an industry staple right now. So the Studiologic NUMA X Piano GT SE is a special edition of the NUMA X Piano GT. So they have doubled the internal sample memory to 4 GB. It boasts a brand new sound engine, the TR-S2, which improves acoustic modeling and brings a new synth engine as well. This is going to be priced around $2,200 US. So unless you've been hiding underneath a rock, then you should have heard about this by now. ASM has issued the follow-up to the Hydrosynth, and it's called the Leviathan. So there were a lot of rumors about the synth leading up to the NAMM show, and just a few days before its release, the CEO basically said there is no such thing as the Leviathan, and he tried to squash all rumors. And I thought, oh well, let's just move on then, that's not happening this year. Only for the rumors to be true at the end. This was probably the industry's worst kept secret. So this is a hybrid algorithm synth, and they went completely bananas on this one. It has 16 voices with 8 oscillators per voice, 1 analog filter plus 18 digital filter types, 5 LFOs, 13 envelopes. It's available in 2 form factors. The first one is a 61-note polyphonic aftertouch keyboard, or you can get it as a desktop synth, and both units have a 4-octave touch ribbon controller. And you can expect to pay about $1,800 for this monster. So this one is something I did not see coming at all, since there were no rumors, no leaks prior to this. And CASIO has announced the SX-C1 portable standalone sampler, which draws inspiration from a gaming console. And I must say, this thing has all the right specs to be truly competitive in the space. So we're talking about a 16-voice stereo polyphony, 16-bit recording and playback, 64 gig of internal memory, a 4x4 grid, a grid style sequencer, built-in effects, 3.5mm line in, line out, headphone out, 2 USB ports which double up as power, data transfer and audio streaming. It has a built-in mic, built-in speaker. It can be powered by USB or by 4 AAA batteries. So far this thing is ticking all the right boxes, and I think the only determining factor will be the price. Because if this thing is priced correctly, I think it can really compete with more established products in this category, such as the Roland SP404. So this product is not ready for release just yet. This was just a prototype and announcement. The pricing and the release dates are still to be confirmed. Okay, now let's head over to Korg, because they've made a couple of releases this January. So starting off with the Korg Liano Live. So this is a very slim, lightweight, 88-key digital piano, and it was designed for musicians who want a solution for practicing, performance, live streaming in a very portable setup. So this package includes a dynamic mic with a boom arm stand, cables, and a built-in mixer as well. So only one cable goes to your phone and receives clean audio from the keyboard sounds and from the mic. The sounds were curated from the Korg Nautilus, but there are only 8 presets available to choose from, and I feel like this is a very niche product that solves a very specific problem for a very specific kind of musician. And you can expect to pay around $600 for this package. And then secondly, from Korg, they have released the Chaos Pad 5, which is the newest and latest generation of Korg's long-standing line of dynamic effects, processors and samplers. So although it looks almost identical to its predecessor, the Chaos Pad 5 does have a few improvements. Namely, the touchscreen now allows you to use 2 fingers, allowing you to control 2 parameters at once. It now functions as a full USB audio interface. It has a new voice effects engine, and it also has expanded the factory preset offerings, and you can expect to pay about $650 for this unit. And then lastly, from the Korg section, they have finally released the Korg Phase 8. So this is a product that was developed by Korg Berlin, and this is a product that they announced way back like in 2023, and they've brought us along the journey, giving us regular updates and showing us the progress that they've made on this product. It's an ambitious project that seeks to blend acoustic resonators with synthesis, and they are calling it acoustic synthesis. So what you end up with is an organic responsive tone that you can interact with and craft the tone that you want. It has a built-in sequencer and about 3 modulation types, and that's pretty much it in terms of controls. It's not your traditional synth where you can tweak parameters to get to a certain sound, but most of the heavy lifting for sound design in this unit is achieved by physically interacting with the synth itself. So you can place objects on the resonators to shape and craft the sound that you want. You can expect to pay about $1,200 for this unit. So Kurzweil also joined the release party and dropped the SP8. So this is the stage keyboard that's designed for both studio and live performance. It's a 88 key fully weighted hammer action keyboard. It has the famous vast synthesis engine, an organic modeling engine, and a 6 operator FM synth. And it also offers 256 voice polyphony. So you can expect to pay about $1,900 for this keyboard. And of course, Behringer is not getting left behind. So Behringer showed off a prototype of the JN80, which is a clone of the Roland Juno 60. It's going to feature 8 voices instead of the 6 from the original, and it also has a LCD display, and it gives you 400 user memory slots, which is something you did not have in the original. So there's no official release date right now, and it's expected to cost around $600. They also announced the JT2, which is a paraphonic analog Euro rack synthesizer based on the Roland Jupiter 8. So this is a prototype as well. At the moment, there is no official release timeline, and knowing Behringer, this could be 3 to 5 years from now. And finally, they released the Behringer D Mini. So this was originally announced as the D Soul back in 2022, and between now and then, it looks like Behringer had a change of heart with regards to the name, and they've now released it as the Behringer D Mini. So this is a miniature version of the Minimoog Model D, and what's really impressive is that even in this form factor, they still managed to retain 3 analog oscillators, and the price is approximately $100. And as an honorable mention, I'll also include the Behringer BMX, which is a drum machine that they announced a while back, and now it is finally ready to ship. So the rack in Reason has finally been freed. So you can now purchase the rack as a standalone plugin for your DAW, and this is the first major move that Reason has made ever since the Lander acquisition. I think this is a step in the right direction, because I know so many people who love the rack but are not willing to leave their current DAW that they are so comfortable with. So this is going to be available for $199, or you can get it on the Reason subscription plan as well. And then lastly, Roland has released the Kiola KF20 and the Kiola KF25. These are digital pianos that were created in collaboration with the Japanese manufacturer Karimoku. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So this is a very high-end furniture designed to be a piece of art. and the price really reflects that as well, clocking in at $5,700 depending on where you buy it. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed content like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. And to our Patreon subscribers, thank you very much. I really appreciate the love and support. Until the next one, I will see you later.